Breaking news, nadulas dito si Luis Trono, mini trial lang pala tong gagawing impeachment kay Sara, no? Ibig sabihin, hindi pa talaga ito yung pinaka-impeachment, no? Kasi alam naman natin ito sa atin lang to itong ginagawa nila impeachment kay Sara, ano lang to para sa akin buladas lang to Sinabi nilang iba, ito ay void ab initio. Di ba sabi ni Senator Dante Marcoleta nakarampa? Ibabasura lang to, i-archive lang to, lalo sa Senate, pagdating sa Senate. Pero ba't nila ginagawa pa rin to? Di ba? Ba't nila ginagawa pa rin to? Dalawa lang yan Either na pwede makalusot sa impeachment at alam nilang hindi naman lulusot O talagang iniinalo nila si Sara, sinisira nila si Sara. Na talaga para sa mga tao, yun na lang ang tanging paraan nila. Kaya nga sabi, desperate move. Yun na lang tanging paraan nila para masira nila sa taong bayan si Sara. Sabay-sabay yung mga trolls ngayon. Wala nang ginagawa sila ngayon. Wala silang pakialam sa krisis ng gas. Wala silang pakialam sa flood control issue. Dito sila sa impeachment. O baka may magsalita dyan. Sasabihin na naman, bakit? Wala naman pakialam ang impeachment. Pababayaan na yun. Hindi. Hindi natin sinabi pabayaan yun. Pero, huwag mo rin pabayaan yung flood control. Ang katunayan niya, minsan, hindi nila binanggit ang flood control di ba? Si Saldi, napatunayan, di ba? O, ito, painggan nyo to. Sabi ng iba, nadulas daw si Luis dito.
Can you walk us through lang po yung sa mangyayari sa March 25, yung first complaint po muna tatalakayin, paano po yung mangyayari, will there be, cross-examination, yung pagpepresenta na po ng ebidensya? Can you just walk us through po yung mangyayari?
Yeah, so this will be a mini trial.
Hindi pa sigurado mini trial.
Because the full-blown trial will happen in the Senate. What is important is to give ample opportunity to the complainant to present their witness and evidence per ground. Per ground. We've been discussing this with the members kasi if you will notice, the grounds in the third and fourth impeachment complaint are almost similar. So, we are seeing the possibility that while the presentation of evidence must be done per complaint, there is a possibility of adoption of witnesses, adoption of evidence, adoption of direct and cross-examination by the time we deliberate on the fourth impeachment complaint. But definitely, notwithstanding the fact that the answer of the respondent is not actually responsive to the allegations, she will still be given ample opportunity to present her evidence after the complainant.
Natutunuhan ko sa kanila. Ito, natutunugan ko sa kanila. Natutunuhan ko na alam nila walang patutunguhan to. Kaya tamo, nangaasar na lang sila. Mary Grace Piatos, papakita sila ng Piatos. Ano yan parang ano to, talagang pagkakataon nyo, siraan si Sara. Mali kayo ng timing Dapat ginawa nyo to mga 2027. Kung saan, malapit ng 2028, para yung mga tao fresh pa, hindi magkakaroon pa ng bagyo. Alam nyo bakit magkakaroon ng bagyo? Akala niya, yan ang mahirap sa kanila. Akala nila tirik ang araw ngayon, ang pakiramdam nila okay lahat. Pag nagkaroon ng bagyo, sabihin ko sa inyo, babaha na naman, maaalala na naman ng mga tao yung mga nangyaring flood control issue na kung saan hindi kayo nangingialam. Aalalanin ng tao yan. Pag nangyari yan, doon ang pag-focus ng utak nila kay Sara pa rin. Dahil, sabi niya, sisingilin kayo ng taong bayan. Nasaan kayo nung kami ay naghihirap? Nasaan kayo yung pinagnakawan kami ng gobyerno? Sasalita ba kayo? Wala sila ibang bawi sa inyo. Hindi sila makapagsalita sa inyo. Di ba? Natatakot. Pero ang gagawin nila, sa boto na lang. Di ba? Kung sino i-endorse nyo, mga pink lawa, kung tatakbong presidente yung mga yan, hindi nila iboboto. Siguro iba iboboto. Million pa rin ang bilang noon. Pero hindi ganun karami katulad ng kay Sara. Kita nyo, lalo may bagyo, lalo lumalakas si Sara. Lalo may krimen, lalo lumalakas si Sara. Tanggalin nyo ang krimen. Tanggalin nyo. Hindi naman totally tanggalin. Mangialam kayo sa problema ng bansa. Si Sara bababa ang rating. Pustahan tayo. Kaso hindi sila nangingialam Tumataas lalo rating ni Sara. Ganun kasimple lang yun. Iwan natin yan. Dito tayo sa void ab initio ng impeachment na to. Alam mo, para sa iba, sabi na iba, etong impeachment ni Sara, ibabasura na lang to. Ibabasura na to. Yun ang itsura ng iba. No? Kasi yung una nangyari na Ikaw ba naman, may mas malakas pa ba sa una? Yung pangalawa, ano ba yung pangalawa? Ganun din naman Di ba? Nabawasan pa nga ata ng boboto eh. Yung una, di ba sabi ni Chanko, may mga pumirma?
That is a probability, not just a possibility. Because, as I've said, the proceeding in the House against the Vice President is void ab initio. Nakita nyo naman nangyari doon sa unang kaso. It was declared void ab initio at hindi na natuloy yung trial sa Senado. That's a probability. At dito, mas matindi ang violations. Grave, abuse of discretion of unprecedented character. Sabi ko nga, nadismaya kami ni Perdi, ni Attorney Jing Paras, and of course, Attorney Capasio and Jimmy. We have been witnesses and participants of many impeachment proceedings. Ngayon lang nangyari ito na mayroong ganyan. They're inventing their own rules na hindi nila pinasa, hindi pinablish. Yung mini-trial na yan, there's no such thing. Not even in the United States and Britain where impeachment originated.
Oh.
Iniimbento ni Congressman Luis to yan.
Naku po, invento lang pala to ni Luis Tro. Luis Tro, may sabi niya, ito Di ba? Kasi dapat sa kahit United States daw, hindi naman doon nangyayari yun. Dito lang daw nangyayari yun. Yun na nga eh. Alam ng Supreme Court yung ginagawa nila. Pag yan nakarating sa Supreme Court, sabi niya ni Senator Marcoleta, yan ay archive na naman. Ibabasura ulit yan. Ganun kasi, alam naman nilang iba dyan eh. Parang ganito lang yan eh. Alam nila yung Mary Gracie Piatos, isang intelligence funds yun at confidential funds na hindi pwedeng i-declare yung totoong pangalan. Alam nila yun. Pero nagtamaang-maangan sila kung ano hindi nila alam. Para palitawin, si Sara naglitaw ng ibang pangalan, naghula ng pangalan ng Mary Grace Piatos. Para naman yung ibang kababayan natin na walang alam talaga, kinagat. Alam naman ibang kababayan natin, minsan alam mo naman, ayaw kong laitin, pero ang katotohanan, di matatago. Hindi naman nila nasa-search yan eh. Kaya sabi ko, mag-research sila eh. Sabagay, kahit research sila, di mahihirapan sila, no? Pag hindi nila talaga naranasan yan.
Ang sagwa eh. Nakakahiya because the House should have performed its duty in obedience to the Constitution. Hindi sila mas mataas eh. Tapos ngayon, they are usurping the power of the Senate. Diba? Napakapangit tingnan. And where is the prioritization there? Ano bang importante? Itong ginagawa nila kay BP Sara o yung ekonomiya natin ngayon na is already in an emergency situation? Parang there's a wrong prioritization here. So I question because I'm a citizen and I'm a voter and has witnessed for myself lahat ng impeachments na recently meron. Wala, sa Davide, I was just a plain observer. Pero sa Sereno, Bautista, I was the lawyer of the two distinguished gentlemen here, Attorney Topacio and Attorney Jing Paras. We impeached Bautista. Kahit na nung umpisa, nag-violate din yung House Committee on Justice sa kanilang rules and the Constitution. But, sinave ng plenary by a very overwhelming vote at na-impeach si Bautista. Hindi siya umabot sa Senado kasi impeach and then he resigned. Naging moot and academic. But I tell you, nakakadismaya ang ginagawa ng House Committee on Justice. And the Supreme Court might probably, hindi ako sigurado because I cannot preempt, might probably issue a TRO here and declare the proceeding void ab initio. Salamat.
Sorry to interrupt. Dagdag ko lang, that is another example of the hypocrisy of these people. Si Laila De Lima,
Nako, ayan na.
kung inimbestigahan yan sa bilibid drug trade, hindi rin siya pumunta eh.
Yan siya sabi ko. Yan kasi mga talaga ano yan, ganyan talaga ugali ng mga yan. Oo, talagang gusto nila sila lang.
She exercised her prerogative not to be present during the hearings. Bago sasabihin ngayon ni De Lima na it should be taken against the Vice President. Ganyan ka-hipokrito itong mga taong ito. Doon sa hearing, doon lumabas yung Committee on Justice din yun eh. Diba? Ewan ko kung may ibang committee roon na parang on dangerous drugs yata, I don't know. Pero doon lahat lumabas yung aligasyon.
Iyak ka ngayon dito, Jonel.
Hindi siya pumunta. She did not rebut yung sinasabi na nagsusubuan sila ng saba.
Grabe ka naman ito. Talagang kaya nga dami daw naghahain ng perma daw dito para i-disbar daw to si Topacio. Matalino to eh. Sabi nila wala doon na ipanalong kaso. Mag-research kasi kayo.
Ni Dayan. Ba't hindi siya pumunta ron? Sinabi niya, hindi saba, natundan. Ibig sabihin, just to underscore the fact na hindi niya ginagamit yung sinasabi niya sa sarili niya. Hindi siya pumunta roon. And the committee respected that na hindi siya pumunta. Wala naman sinabi laban sa kanya. Hindi rin pumunta yung mga abogado niya. Bakit kaya sinasabi niya pag hindi ka pumunta against the Constitution? Hindi ba ang hearings in aid of legislation na nasa Constitution din? Ba't hindi niya sinabi sa sarili niya yon? So, that is how hypocritical, how jealous-faced these people are. Doble cara talaga. Grabe. Of course, I cannot deviate from my boss. At yun naman talagang stand ng PDP. Yung sinasabi niyang agenda lamang, let me just expand on that. Tama po yun eh. Unnecessary. Because all of the powers are already existing. Kaso nyo, ito ang not so hidden kasi mababasa nyo naman na, alam nyo, in an administration that has the trust and confidence of its citizens, hindi ito mapapansin eh. But with a president who has an approval rating of below sea level, laging kahina-hinala ito mga provisions nito ng yung emergency, yung EO 110. Kita nyo number 1. Yung pag-accelerate, hindi lang ito kasi ayuda eh. Hindi lang price control. May infrastructure. Ano ba infrastructure? Di ba flood control infrastructure yun? Ito Well, ito ay nag-accelerate ng construction of renewable energy infrastructure. Solar siguro, natural gas. Build construction. Anong construction? Di may pondo. Sinong kukontrata niyan? Pina-fast track. Okay. Infrastructure support. Construction na naman. Power generation and transmission facilities. Hindi na ayuda ito. Yung mga tore ito. Sino namang gagawa niyan? Mga congressman na naman mangongontrata dyan. Ito pa. Emergency procurement. Fast track na naman yan. May mangongontrata na naman yan. Katulad ng sabi ko, kung katiwa-tiwala ang pamahalaan, kung tayo ay nasa Singapore, actually kahit Vietnam, mataas ang level nila ng trust, okay ito. Pero under a government na sinasabi nga na sindikato, mabigat lunukin itong mga ito. Bakit may infrastructure? Bakit hindi yung ayuda lang? At parang mas malaki pa yata yung naka-earmark for infrastructure than ayuda. So yun ang medyo may misgiving po tayo. Kaya tama po yung sinabi ni Atty. Lambino, unnecessary, dumiskarte na naman. Magaling mag-diskarte talaga itong gobyernong ito eh. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you very much. On that note, we close the forum. And thank you for the question.
Ang ginagawa
Napansin niyo yung naratibo. Kay pagtutulungan si Sara Duterte, tapos ayaw imbestigahan yung flood control. Nakita niyo papunta lahat doon. Kayo, ayaw niyo maisipin niyo pero doon dumadala isip niyo eh. Doon nakikita niyo eh. Doon papunta yung kwento eh.
Nila doon sa House of Representatives, purely politika. They would want to put the Vice President in a bad light in the eyes of the public because she is the most trusted, popular public official of the land now.
Tama.
Despite all their efforts to destroy her for the past 2 years. Inilabas na raw nila si Piatos na ebidensya doon sa House, di ba? Pero maglalabas din.
Sabi niya ni Senator Robin ba't maglalagay ka totoong pangalan dyan? Confidential pan siya kaya confidential intelligence pan Ba't ka maglalagay ng totoong pangalan dyan? Kayo naman Alam nila yan. Gusto nila guyuin yung taong bayan. Etong taong bayan naman, iba dyan, walang alam. Oo nga, no. Ba't maglalagay ng pangalan na hindi naman kilala? Invento lang. Eh, corruption. Oh. Yan ang hindi nila alam.
Sabi ng Piapos dito, kainin natin, ha? Hindi ito ebidensya. Merienda kasi, pandesal lang yung binibigay nila sa kamuning, eh.
Okay.
Ito.
Okay.
Ito.
Leave it aside. Okay.
Kainin natin to. Ako'y natutuwa. Sa totoo lang, yung kanilang pinaggagawa ngayon dyan sa House of Representatives, which is a blatant violation of the provisions of the Constitution as stated by Attorney Bondok a while ago, on Article 11, more particularly Section 3, and Article 3, which is the Bill of Rights. So, meaning, we have a possible actionable suit that we can file before the Supreme Court for the House of Representatives abusing its authority, resulting into lack of jurisdiction of what they are doing and an unconstitutional act. So any one of us here can file the corresponding petition before the Supreme Court to question the actions of the House of Representatives. And we are a proper party in interest. Meron tayong personality to file the necessary action. I have been in Congress for so many years. I was there in 1987. I saw the impeachment of Erap there. I was involved in somehow. I was also involved in the impeachment of then Chief Justice Davide as consultant of the Office of the Speaker, give advice to the leaders of the House of what to do. Sumunod po dyan yung impeachment ni GMA. Ilang beses po yung may final dyan. Then the impeachment of Merceditas Gutierrez, impeachment of Andres Bautista, and Sereno. All these impeachment cases that were filed in the House, I was able to be part in whatever capacities. No? Ngayon, going back to the integrity of these impeachment proceedings, tama yung sinabi. Only the Senate has the sole power to try and decide cases of impeachment. When you say try or trial, there is no distinction of maxi trial or mini trial. Basta trial yan. Yung mini skirt lang yan. Magandang panukurin yan. Pero, when
Nangaasar pa sila eh.
testing as mini trial,
Ito kasi mga hindi ba imbabaw yung mga tao eh. Alam mo yung mga tao, uy, huwag yung bastos yan, bastos, no? Pero pag wala nakatingin sila ng bastos, di ba isang pare dyan na dating Ajik, di ba? Nakasali sa group ng gaming na, alam nyo na, yung group na kung saan bastosan, malalaswa, pare yun ha, yung pare dating Ajik, alam nyo na yun, di ba? Kung wari pa, huwag yan, pero kasali siya doon, di ba? Yan sasabi, na ginagawa mo yung ayaw mo, ginagawa mo rin naman pala. Ayaw mong gawin yung ayaw mong gawin sa kapwa mo yung sa kanila ayaw mong gawin yun, pero ginagawa mo.
saan sila naka-invento ng ganon? Now, if they are going to again define what they're doing as, well, it is akin. Ayan, yung salita akin yan, akin. Okay. Similar to a preliminary investigation before the office of the prosecutor. Or maybe we can say inquest proceedings. Kasi kami mga trial lawyers, dinaanan namin yan. So summary lang talaga ang pinag-uusapan doon. Whether it's an inquest proceedings or preliminary investigation before the office of the prosecutor, then the only things to be considered by the prosecutor would be what? The complaint affidavits. And the affidavits of the witnesses if there are any. And the counter affidavit of the defendant or respondent or the real pieces of evidence that have been recovered. And if these are sufficient, then they will file the corresponding information in court. Yun lang ang gagawin. Hindi pwedeng magkaroon ka ng tawagin ng piskal kung sino-sino yung mga wala naman silang participation that they have not filed any document in form of affidavit. Because that is fishing expedition na yon. Fishing expedition yon. Yung ginagawa nila ngayon, okay, dapat pagbasihan lamang nila. They have already determined yung substance is there. Compliant daw. So, compliant ba yung complaint? compliant ba doon sa mga attached affidavits? Ngayon, kung meron silang clarificatory hearing, ang tawag ko dyan, hindi trial. They have to clarify those provisions or those allegations in the affidavits that were filed by those potential witnesses or by the complainants. Then they can conduct a hearing. Clarify nyo nga ito. What do you mean by this? That is clarificatory hearing. But if you are going to start issuing subpoena to people who are not mentioned in the complaint or who have not submitted any document or affidavit, that is violation already of the provision of the Constitution on trial. Trial na kasi yan eh. So, sabihin mong mini trial, ano mini trial? Pagkakaiba ba yan sa maxi trial or trial? Pareho lang na trial yan. And remember, any incidents or any other action related to trial, which is the sole power of the Senate, and if this is undertaken by the House of Representatives, it is unconstitutional. It is just not unconstitutional, it's also done with grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack of jurisdiction. Nung binasa ko yung answer ad cotellam ni VP Sara, I was so proud of his...
Ginagawa lang kasi nila yan para wasakin si Sara. Akala nila yung taong bayan, mababaliktad ang sitwasyon. Hindi ganun ho yun. Yan kasi alam nila yung mga edukado kuno.
law over lawyers. Magaling sila. They know what they are doing. They know their law. They have to answer it, but it's ad cotellam, meaning to say as a precautionary measure without waiving the right to object on anything related to the unconstitutionality of the complaints or the proceedings that will take place in the House. So ngayon, ang ginagawa nitong Committee on Justice, insisting of issuing subpoenas, pero silang sinabina pa na abogado, no? No, these are all violation. These are all violation of the sole power of the Senate in a trial. No? Hindi naman na ito kasi committee hearing lamang ng in order to what do you call that? Pass a law? No, not anymore. This is a hearing not in aid of legislation, but a committee hearing to determine if there is not just a mere probable cause, but if there are evidence that would warrant the findings of the Committee on Justice to go up to the plenary and for the plenary to decide and then transmit the matter to the Senate. Ganun lang kasimple yung impeachment proceedings. They are trying to complicate things in a way, katulad sinabi ni Attorney Parras, ni Congressman Jing, because sabi nila, Sarsuela ito. Sabi ni Attorney Topacio, kangaroo court. No, don't use kangaroo court. That's going to be an insult to the beautiful kangaroo. I love kangaroo. I've been to Australia many times and they are so beautiful. So don't don't compare the Committee on Justice as a kangaroo court. It's an insult to the kangaroo. Or even the same sinabi, muro-muro. No. Don't use again that moro. It's an insult to our Muslim brothers and sisters. No? Hindi pwede. No? Ang ginagawa nila doon sa House of Representatives, purely politika. They would want to put the Vice President in a bad light.
Malakas na si Sara. Kaya nga nag-announce si Sara, tatakbo siya eh. Nataranta lahat eh. Tapos mas nataranta yung alam niyang Vice President na tatakbuhan niya para nagutin lahat. Natakot sila ng sobra dyan. Obo. Kaya ginagawa lahat nila ng paraan. Huwag lang talaga matuloy si Sara. Kaso wala na eh. Ang tawag yan sila nasa desperadong kalagayan na sila ngayon.
In the eyes of the public because she is the most trusted, popular public official of the land now, despite all their efforts to destroy her for the past 2 years. Hindi nila mapababa yan eh. Ang kanyang trust rating. And, if you read the decisions of the Supreme Court, the 2025 decision, the motion for reconsideration of 2026, klaro, sinabi ng Supreme Court, this impeachment is not only political, it is also legal process. And when you talk of legal process, the main basis of looking at the legality or illegality of the proceeding is what the Constitution provides, because the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. It is the fundamental law of the land. So anything that is contrary to Article 11 in relation to the Bill of Rights is unconstitutional. Therefore, it is illegal. And what they are doing right now,
Tama.
it is illegal. May nagtanong din sa akin, paano yung sabpina? Pag pinadalhan ka ng sabpina ng Committee on Justice, if they are not going to, if the one that is being addressed to would not attend, can he or she be cited for contempt? Well, for sure gagawin nila yun. Iko-contempt nila yun. Napapa-aresto pa nila. But would that be a legal action of the House? No. No. It will be unconstitutional. It will violate due process, the right of that person. Because here, it's no longer just be resource person na papatawag mo siya para magbigay ng kanyang opinion, nalalaman niya tungkol sa isang batas na nakabinbin, panukala na nakabinbin in order to be passed by the
Galit na galit sila eh, na hindi pumunta si Sara eh. Bakit, di ba? Pwede naman eh.
by the committee. Ito hindi na eh.
Hindi sila nakabawi hanggang ngayon, no? Hindi sila makabawi. Oo.
Itong committee on
Nakulong si Tatay Digong, bawing-bawi sila. Pero sa pagkakataong ito, takot na nararamdaman nila. Hindi na para sa taong bayan ang laban nila to. Maniwala kayo. Sabi ko nga sa inyo eh, kung sa taong bayan ang laban nyo, para kay Sara Duterte na nalustay siya ng pera. Bakit yung flood control issue ngayon, hindi nyo kaya panagutin? Si Sara lang pinapanagot nyo. Paano naman yung ninakaw ng milyon-milyon sa amin na trilyon sa mali-maleta? Sipin nyo nga, ba't si Sara lang? Sige, sagutin nyo yan.
just
Assignment ko sa inyo yan, ha? Assignment ko. Sagutin nyo nga yan. Tingin ko, di nyo makasagot yan, eh.
this year is acting not just a mere committee of the House that's going to pass pieces of legislation, but eventually it will become the body that will prosecute these impeachment proceedings in the House. So tama rin yung sinasabi na it is similar to the preliminary investigation or inquest proceedings. Then so submitted yan. Sige, I admit. Similar, but it's not the same. But you cannot go beyond what is allowed and authorized in a preliminary investigation or inquest proceedings. Because going beyond that would be violation of the Constitution. So yun lamang po yung aking maikling paliwanag po sa inyo.
Thank you very much. Now I know why Freddy is a good lawyer. He has a brilliant mentor. And I'm glad,
Okay, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Dito talaga napatunayan na pwede talaga 100% na impeachment na to ay mababasura. Boyd ab initio. Sabihin, sa simula pa lang, wala nang patutunguhan to. Sinabi ni Senator Marcoleta yan eh. Alam mo, lagi nila si Senator Marcoleta nagsasalita, hindi niyo pinaniniwalaan. Pero tingin mo bandang huli, tama si Senator Marcoleta. Yung sa gas, sa 3 billion lang kita ng kada kampanya ng gas, ayaw maniwala. Diba? Ngayon, itong lahat na sinasabi ni Senator Marcoleta, bandang huli, napapatotohanan eh. Diba? Sinabi niya, yung sa SOSE, wala sa batas yan. Kaya nga sinabi niya sa Net 25, diba? Si Senator Marcoleta, ganto, ganyan eh. Sabi, alam niya na yung batas bago niya palang sabihin. Ganyan po kasi katindi si Senator Marcoleta. Kasi si Senator Marcoleta ang main character ngayon sa lahat ng issue ngayon. Bakit? Siya lang ang lumalaban sa korupsyon ngayon sa Senado. Pasensya na sa iba. Siya lang nagsasalita. Yun lang. Okay, alam naman natin, walang patutunguhan ng impeachment na to. Maraming salamat. Marami na naman kayo nalaman, natutunan. Ingat lagi kayo. Paalam sa inyong lahat.